Hello from Colorado, and happy Advocacy Action Week. I'm Dr. Ron Glazier, the school psychologist for Abraham Lincoln High School in the Denver Public Schools. I am also the president-elect of the Colorado Society for School Psychologists and one of your Colorado constituents. As a constituent, I'm asking for your help in supporting legislation that will help students access more mental health support and put more diverse school psychologists into our school systems. Much of my work as a school psychologist is in the area of suicide prevention, unfortunately. In Colorado, the suicide rate for teens increased by 58% from 2016 to 2019 and remains a leading cause of death for children ages 10 to 14. In 2018, 23 Colorado families lost children between the ages of 10 and 14 by suicide. In fact, that year DPS lost a 9-year-old student to suicide after being bullied by his peers at school. He was 9 and in the 4th grade. I'm also asking for your legislative support to put more diverse school psychologists into our districts. There is a critical shortage of school psychologists around the nation. The National Association of School Psychologists recommends a ratio of 1 school psychologist to every 500 to 700 students. However, research indicates the national average is closer to 1 to 1,400. In Colorado, we are doing a little better than the national average with a ratio of around 1 to 1,000, but we're still not there. As you know, we have a very rural state, which makes it difficult to attract qualified and well-trained school psychologists. I have gotten to know many school psychologists around the state because of my work with the Colorado Society of School Psychologists, and that is a frequent complaint I hear from our rural districts. Coming from a white, middle-aged bald man, my field seriously lacks diversity. Research indicates around 87% of school psychologists are white, over 40, and female. About 6% are Hispanic, 5% Black, and only 3% Asian. Bilingual school psychologists are also in very short supply, with research indicating that 86% of school psychologists are monolingual English speakers. I don't even have time to address the mental health fallout that will be waiting for us due to COVID-19 and the social unrest due to racism and police brutality that has played out before our eyes on television. As your constituent, I am asking that you do everything you can to not only protect the existing positions of school mental health professionals, but also to invest in new ones. That can mean partnering with our local universities that have school psychology programs to create legislation that looks to build a pipeline of diverse school psychologists, make meaningful investments to Title IV, Part A of the Every Student Succeeds Act, supporting legislation that fully funds the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, and support increased emergency funding to help schools address the fallout from COVID-19. Please help me and my fellow colleagues in our beautiful state help our kids. Thank you for taking the time to watch this and for your service to our state and country.